All right, you guys, welcome to our monthly meeting. And we are co-sponsored today by the network of Rotary Eco Environment and Green Clubs, along with the Rotary Earth Network Club. Okay, Luther, go ahead. Let's get you up first. Luther Kruger has one.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm broadcasting Pacific time zone, same time as Roger Haynes. I'm just going to tell you briefly about the Earthwide Solar Cooking Festival. It's taking place September 12th to 30th this year. And the idea is we're going to be celebrating solar cooking more so than we are going to do conference papers and presentations. It's going to be more of having people live stream their own events, such as solar cook-offs, workshops on how to build solar cookers and so forth. The video that you're seeing there, those are GIF files from Lip Restaurant in Marseille, where Console Foods Conference was held last year. It is completely solar cooking, except for when the sun doesn't shine. They actually have biogas from local farmers. Everything is local there. It was an incredible conference. If you're ever in Marseille, put that pin in your map for travels. Okay, put forward. Live streamed events. Those are going to be, I was hoping these would be the biggest part of the festival. They're coming in slow but sure. The video you're seeing there is from Suryakum. Viva Cabra in India assembled thousands of kids at a time basically on a soccer pitch with their own designated spot to build a solar cooker, cook with it, and serve it to their parents and teachers. He was able to put this into the Guinness Book of World Records. That's how big it got, maybe 7 or 8 total, including one that was several nations at a time. And because it's the monsoon season for him, we won't be able to do live with this festival, but we hope to kind of put a montage of all the videos that he has collected from the various events, so people get a sense of here's how big you can make your solar cooker promotion, and kids learn from it too. We're going to have a lot of online panels. That will be and then this is another restaurant in Chile. Sorry about that. It's Delicias del Sol in Chile, and Lip has massive shuffle reflectors that do all the cooking. These guys went smaller, but more. They have several individual cookers that cook their signature dishes. And they're a very long-term going concern, several years in operation. And we hope to do a live stream with them too. We're still about ready to make contact with them. Live online panels, just about every topic you can think of related to solar cooking. I have contacted everyone I know who knows, they all know other people that know the topics even better, to have them serve on a panel to discuss, for instance, panel cookers or box cookers, parabolics, issues around solar cooking, such as one group wants to set up a kind of a consumer reports review of the design of solar cookers. So people get an idea if they're for sale, they'll get one that does meet their needs for cooking. And before going to the next slide, I did send a chat with all of my contact information. If you want to register for the conference, it is free. There's no obstruction to getting online, and you'll need to subscribe to my free newsletter on Substack, and that is in the chat as well, so you can copy and paste it and subscribe. And all the conference links for the Zoom panel discussions, some YouTube live streams, a lot of live streams will be via Zoom and hopefully restreamed via YouTube, so there will be an unlimited number that can register. We want to start with Zoom because then people can have chances to ask questions directly, which is not possible in YouTube. You can do questions in the conversation, the comments in YouTube, but we want it to be more interactive. Some pre-recorded research presentations. This has turned out to be the lowest number. I've only had 3 people propose it, and we don't want to step on toes. Console Food has been going on since 2014, I think, or even maybe earlier, 2016 in Portugal. And they do focus a lot more on the peer-reviewed presentations, so people get some real science behind all the solar cooking types of cookers, and also cultural, how to overcome cultural barriers to promote solar cooking. And last, it's just kind of a creative bit, is we want to expand the audience for solar cookers. And so we're coming up with a bunch of assignments, as in something you could do to really kind of move the bar up. And one is to get to cookware manufacturers. And a lot of them, as you'll see in this photo, they have symbols for, halogen, induction, all different kinds of cookers that they're compatible with. Well, just about every last one is compatible with solar energy. And so we're hoping to put the symbol on the bottom, something resembling a bright, shining sun. And so we're hoping someone will take us up on that and reach out to whatever, Le Curseur or OXO, and get them to actually put this out there so people understand this is a totally legit and valid way to cook with. So that's pretty much it. I hope I went under the wire here. That's my contact information. And again, I know, people worry about subscribing to stuff. If you subscribe to my newsletter just for the conference, that basically officially registers you. So you will get every last notice with every day's agenda and links to follow if you have the time to attend online. I didn't focus on it at the beginning, but the first thing is that it's decentralized, meaning it is a hybrid, as in no one is going to one location and then other people are logging in. People are able to celebrate their solar cooking work where they are and live stream it to share it with the world 24/7. It's 18 days. I'm trying to fulfill that as much as possible. And so far, we've got a long way. Got a lot of the panels already populated with people who know what they're talking about, and also several live stream events, including the kickoff in Tucson, Arizona, one of the sunniest places on the planet, where they have had 40, I think it's 46 years of a solar potluck in a state park just outside the city, anywhere from a dozen to hundreds of people bringing solar cookers and sharing the food at the end of the day in a real solar feast. So that's it. And I don't know if you have time for questions. Regardless, put down my email, museum@bigbluesun.net, and you can always email any questions about this or anything related to solar cooking.
Thank you so much, Luther. That was fantastic. Sebastian, to go ahead and put his up.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. This is a like a smart mobile platform centralizing the urban emergency needs here in Colombia. For the earthquake in Colombia, I create a pilot like model of an app or a platform here. I'm from Colombia. I am a scholarship student in Spain in my last year of economic analysis, and I'm actually a scholarship student in Italy too, in Rome. So, like a brief context of the situation here in Colombia is an emergency because of the earthquake, and right now we have like three problems principal with the donations and the resources is the scattered risk crisis of the data and the donation friction and the targeting gaps. This app is centralization of the second one, the donation friction. We can help to like centralize the information in one site, in one app, in one platform, and everyone in every part of the everywhere in the world can help and can know what is the real and the resources that we can like donate here in Colombia. This is the architectural, like very in resume. We have three principal parts: the big database with the needs resources, time calculator with three exchange rates, Colombian peso, euros, and dollars, and a project hub that is a dashboard with specific projects that can help with the problem in specific cities that close to, for example, close to the epicenter. I can, if you have questions about it, I can show you examples of projects. For example, this is the pilot. This is the demo of the app. You can see the like a dashboard of the calculator, the necessity, but this is just an image of the start of the app, but it's not the app. I can send you the pilot model if you can if you want to see it. Sorry. This is the roadmap right now. We are in the pilot model in the phase one. We have two phases principally. It's just an interactive model interface, demo data set. We don't have like the actually data. We are making the big database with the real resources. It's a multi-currency calculator, like I say. It's just to validate the experience and the app, like the interface of the app. We are working right now in the full production, that is scale with a full development and an ecosystem. We want to integrate the database of the official government and the government of the city in specific. We have a dashboard of the traceability and transparency of the donations in real time, and the dashboard, like I say, with the projects in specific. For example, 1,000 of mini houses for a small town that is 80% like it into a disaster. So they lose all the houses. So we can put this project in the app, and someone it can help to make a donation, can say like I want it. So put like a 20% of the project, for example. Just it's a informative app, sorry, and can help to put this information and these projects to everyone in the world. And of course, scalable infrastructure for the future national emergency response. and other disasters in other parts of the world, if you can use this app, it's obviously available for this. For this is like a example, very small. For example, it's 50 euros. It's equal to two emergency water filtration units in Quibdó, that is the epicenter. So it can help to put this information and make you know like this is very important for us, and this is very important here. Like 20 euros or $50, for example, is not much, but here is very, very important donation and can help a lot. This is the final. If you want to see the pilot, you can say I can show you this app right now. If you can help, if you want to help, we actually need donors with the app, that use the app for the people affected. And we want to scale this app. So I'm actually looking for tech advisors or people to want to take the demo and into to take the demo app into a full version, or strategic partners that with knowledge, for example, about software or about database, for example, available for all. And thank you again so much.
Thank you very much, Sebastian. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I put a thought in the chat, but we don't have time for questions. So, yeah, let's move on. Thank you so much for being here.
In case any of you don't know, I'm going to jump in real quick. Sebastian is Natalia Luque's son. She is SREG's, or was SREG's, Latin America correspondent for the communications team. He is a Rotaractor. This is a Rotaract project. We put it on today, even though we're slammed, because the need to take care of all of our friends and family in Colombia is so imperative. And so, Sebastian, if you could put a link in the chat and your contact information so that we can support you and support all our friends, Rotarian and non-Rotarian and Rotaractors. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sweet. All right, there you go. And Najodi is going to introduce our main speaker today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen and Laurie and everyone for this opportunity and accepting my proposal. I know Sanjay Krishna very well from long years, and personally, I met him in Bangalore. He is actually very well known advocate by profession, and Rotarian Sanjay Krishna is the founding chairman of Rotary Fellowship of Wildlifers for Conservation, RFWC, a global group of Rotarians, Rotractors, and other interested individuals. So, within a span of 6 years, the group gathers over 1,000 members from all over the world. And I am one of the member of that group from starting, and that is one of the excellent, action-oriented, passionate fellow Rotarians and non-Rotarians around the world. Thank you so much, Sanjay Krishna, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagrajyoti. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. Some disclaimers before I start. I am not a biologist or a scientist or a wildlife photographer, nor I have any field work experience, any degree, any title. I am just an amateur enthusiast who enjoys watching the untamed living in line with the laws of nature in their natural habitats. I am a simple wildlifer. Well, yet I chose to talk to you on conservation because of this one thought that has always stayed with me. And that is, to be a conservationist is not complicated, it is profoundly simple. The topic for today, and conservation for all, also means conservation by all. It means that to protect nature for everyone's benefit, every single person must play a role. We can't rely on governments or experts all the time to save the planet. I would just like to take you through my journey as how simple ideas transformed into building a global group of like-minded people interested in wildlife conservation to come together on one platform, that is Rotary Fellowship of Wildlifers for Conservation. Although I joined Rotary way back in 2008, it was only in the year 2019 and 20 when I became the president of my club my then club, the thought of driving my passion for wildlife amongst Rotarians took birth. Thankfully, that was the time when Rotary International was also debating to bring in the seventh focus area of service supporting the environment. It all started off with organizing a family trip into one of the wildlife sanctuaries for my club members, which was well accepted through their participation. Within a month therefrom, I also got an opportunity to organize a special screening of a wildlife documentary, what you can see on the screen now, on the state that I belong to. It's called Karnataka, a state in India, a southern state in India. A documentary, a wildlife documentary showcasing various forms of wildlife that is present in my state. It saw a participation of over 500 Rotarians, not only in members of Rotary, but also members of my club, but also members from many other clubs in the district. I must also say that it was because of, I think, Sir David Attenborough's voice in the background of this documentary that crowds to the theatre. These two incidents proved that the interest in wildlife was already there amongst many Rotarians and that it was just waiting for a home. Yes, it did start as a fellowship for the club members, initially to keep the members engaged, but that also made me take up another bold step of undertaking a lake rejuvenation project in the rural area. It was supporting the environment was not yet a focus area then. So we chose to do a project under clean water. The Rotary theme for year 2019-20, that when I was the president, given by the then Rotary International President Mark Maloney, was Rotary Connects the World. So we did all projects trying to connect in different spheres. And that's how Rotary Connects the World, the theme Rotary Connects the World, inspired us to connect with locals of a village called Koy near Bangalore city to understand their need to work towards providing clean water. We made this particular project our club's signature project to get connected with locals with whose participation we turned. As you can see on the left-hand side of the image, there was a small puddle of water when I visited first, and eventually, the cooperation of the locals, we turned it into a full lake with, I can say, with least intervention. Full credit goes to the farmers who participated in the rejuvenation work, as we just played the role of catalyst. So then this, however, it still won accolades for Rotary, especially our club, as we wanted to continue the journey of preserving lake. Even to this day, the lake is filled with water and the village calls it a Rotary lake. What started off as a membership engagement program by organizing wildlife trip and a wildlife movie screening had created a ripple effect in uniting and connecting people for a community project, teaching us if we start by doing what is necessary and then by doing what is possible, suddenly we are doing the impossible. This is what we learned. With the pandemic, COVID-19 doing rounds at that particular time, online meetings started becoming the order of the day. As these online meetings also started connecting us to Rotarians outside our district and country, like the present meeting itself, my desire to connect more and more Rotarians to my passion for wildlife was fueled. The online meetings helped me develop acquaintance with the like-minded Rotarians outside my country, which led to the idea of building a global platform that can help amateur wildlife enthusiasts connect with each other to witness and explore the wildlife of that region or country. We then applied for recognition of fellowship group by Rotary to Rotary International with the name Rotary Fellowship for Wildlifers. We did not have the word conservation then. We just applied it with the name Rotary Fellowship for Wildlifers. For my understanding, the wildlifers meant a wildlife enthusiast, whereas a conservationist was somebody who was working deeply on field. So what happened once we applied was the fellowship review team from the Rotary International reverted, saying that they have also received an interest from another group for starting a hunting fellowship, and that the name of our fellowship, as it translates in the international world, would be confusing for a hunting group. That really left me worried, because what we wanted to promote was not definitely not hunting wildlife, but somewhat conservation of wildlife, or we wanted to unite people who like wildlife. This is what we were looking at. It was suggested that we should consider adding the word conservation to define more clearly what wildlifers mean. Well, I thought that conservation was a serious topic, best left to experts and veterans in the field, and I should drop the idea of forming any group that refers to wildlife conservation, because it's much more serious. But what really encouraged me to pursue with the idea of forming the group was the definition, or the very meaning of conservation, the dictionary meaning of conservation, that simply meant the act of protecting the natural world from being wasted, damaged, or destroyed. Conservation simply means an act of protection, or we shall not interfere with the natural world, or we shall not do things that we shall not do anything to waste the natural resources. We shall not do anything to damage the natural resources. We shall not destroy the natural resources. This is what translated. And I thought this group could mean to show that a wildlifer is at heart a conservationist also, and hence the group could be called as wildlifers for conservation. With that clarity on what conservation really meant, things moved quickly. On 21st December 2020, with the RFWC, that is what we call it in short, was formally launched in Rotary District 3190 with just over about 100 members, founding members. And then with our global members constituting the international board, our application filed with Rotary International was accepted by the Rotary International on 5th January 2021 and approved as an official international group. So once we had a name and a home, we needed a voice. And that is when we decided to hold a series of monthly speaker meets on fifth day of every month. We chose a fifth day of every month because invariably one or the other club would have a meeting on a given day. So we said fifth day could fall on any Sunday, Saturday, Monday, any day. So it should make it convenient for all to attend. Over the last 6 years, we have brought a wide range of to our table, not just people who talk about the greater wildlife like the elephants, tigers, and lions, but also who speak about butterflies, birds, and ants. We had somebody talk about marine life. We had somebody to talk about wildlife in Africa, creatures on the wing, and so on. Each of these talks has carried the same spirit that started this whole journey. An expert talking to an amateur, both conservationists holding together a shared love for the wild. As the fellowship grew, I kept returning to this question: what does conservation actually look like in practice for someone with no field or no forest or no formal training? The first answer I found was this: a conservationist is often simply the one who interferes the least with the course of nature. Don't cut that tree, don't dump in that lake, don't buy that plastic. Sometimes the biggest contribution any of us can make is restraint. I think the easiest word I felt to spread the word of conservation was to ask people not to do certain things, refrain from doing certain things instead of acting or doing something towards it. Then the second answer came to me from something I had once read, that if you do nothing to a piece of land in tropics, it becomes a forest. It is so. The second principle is about letting, not doing. Again, let the grass grow, let the birds come, let the soil breathe. Conservation in this sense is simply giving nature a permission. A forest floor is not dirty, it's a factory, if you see. And the third answer is the one closest to home. You don't need to live in a forest to be a conservationist. Save water at home, reduce waste, plant one tree, say no to one destructive thing. That too is conservation. And anyone Any can do it. That is what conservation for all really means. There's a bird sanctuary very close to Bangalore city. It's about 100 kilometers from Bangalore. There's a huge board put up at the entrance of the sanctuary that says, cultivate a habit like bird watching. Because if you learn to watch birds, once you are retired, you don't have to spend your time looking at the clock. This was said by none other than the birdman of India called Salim, was not even educated. He was initially, hunting birds to taste them. Then finally, he turned into a conservationist himself. So, 6 years on, and RFWC stands at over 1,000 members across more than 20 countries. What began as a small group of like minded Rotarians born in District 3190 has grown into a worldwide platform for anyone who loves wildlife to do something about it. No field degree is required, from a single country idea to a fellowship with members across the globe. The only requirement for anybody to join this fellowship group is to fill in a Google form. An interest, the way we have assessed somebody's interest is a person who has an interest to fill in this form certainly is interested towards wildlife conservation, and he can be an asset to the group. I was talking about the lake initially. Today, it is bustling with wildlife, bird life. We can see over 100 species of birds. Apart from our online meetings, we have also done some trips within India. Of course, we propose to do some trips going forward outside India as well. And also, we would invite members from other countries to visit India and take a look at our wildlife. So, the last part of my talk, and conservation for all. Why I chose this topic, I already explained. Conservation should be, done by everybody, not just the experts. So this particular topic says that it's not a conservation is not a charity. It is self interest shared by everyone at this table. For the farmer, healthy soil and pollinators mean better yield with less input. For the city dweller, it means trees, clean replenished groundwater, fewer floods. And for the next generation, it simply means having a planet left to inherit. We don't own this planet, we are only passing through it. If we conserve it today, future generations get to live well too. That's the whole deal. You can see those bunch of otters in the river. So I will leave you with this thought. We don't need 10 people doing conservation perfectly. We need 10 million people doing it imperfectly. It's okay, because conservation is for all. And all of us, in our own imperfect way, can become conservationists. Thank you. You have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Oh my goodness, Sanjay, that was absolutely wonderful. That was just great. That was just wonderful. I see all the clapping and all. Yes, thank you so much. That was just beautiful. I'm going to get Najodi on here. I'm going to add her spot. And there's Sanjay. Go ahead, Najodi.
Yes, please, Jyoti.
Yes, yes, yes.
She's got a little presentation here for you.
Yeah, my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, looks good. Not full. There you go, full screen. You got it.
Thank you so much, Sanjay Krishna, and your excellent presentation. Yes, I'm totally agree that environment is not related to the or limited to the environmentalist only. It is everyone's subject. Each and every individual is having water, air, soil, land, everything. So literally, it is everyone's responsibility, and you really convinced us a lot on this. So this is the certificate. We are very much happy and very glad to have you today with us in recognition of your generous contribution as a guest speaker to Earth Talks weekly global dialogue hosted by our Rotary Earth Network Club. So, Sanjay Krishna ji, we sincerely appreciate your contribution on behalf of our President Laurie, President elect Karen, and our network eco club. This is once in a month we are having a meeting, that is joint meeting with network eco, environmental as well as green Rotary clubs. So today's meeting is actually with multiple this thing clubs are doing this meeting. Thank you so much. And on behalf of each and every participants joined today, so thank you for, and we want to invite you again and want to learn more with you. The same day, same time, this meeting will be every day on every weekly once on Thursday. So we want you to join us and be with us. Link will be shared on the email address because already you registered. Thank you. So next
Thank you
our
so much.
speaker is Patrick Van. He is actually going to give us an excellent presentation, same as today, and he is also going to inspire us, same as today. So his presentation topic is inspired by Dr. Jenny Goodall, Youth Engagement in Science and Conservation. And I think Claudia is the right person to introduce him. Claudia, would you like to say something?
Yes, hello. As you know, I'm a primatologist as well. And Patrick Verfain, I know I did a talk for our district together with him. He talked about chimps and I a little bit about, and I can tell you he's a wonderful speaker. So be there next week. It will be absolutely great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nish.
Yeah. Our
Oh,
Sky
yours.
Bridge is one of the Sky Bridge. I'm going to share the link into the chat.
Okay.
Anyone can register. And Christopher Stein, if you want to share more, so I'm going to share and let us.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Jody, we're so thankful.
Thanks for giving me an
Jody.
opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Joe, you have a question. Let me get you up there. Let me add a oops. Okay, yeah, let me take spotlights off. All right, no more spotlights, you guys. Just go ahead. Joe, if you have a question, go ahead.
Sanjay, congratulations on all your great work. This is actually my first time here. You just glossed over it. I don't know if you can give me the short form, but bringing a lake back. That's an astounding thing that you did. Is there a short form you can, because you said it was very simple. Can you give me the form about how you did that?
Yeah.
I'm also, before you continue, I appreciate what you're saying about birds. I'm a birder and I'm called there by nature about 4 times a week. So I know what you're talking about. Anyway, the lake.
Yeah, thanks for asking that question, because whenever we talk about lake rejuvenation, people often look at the beautification of lake. What exactly is required is not beautification. What the lake requires is, it's how it naturally can breathe, how it can naturally have its own way of filtering the water, how it can have its own natural ecosystem. This is what basically is required. So when it comes to lake rejuvenation, the common problem that we may have is, the silt getting stored into the lake over a period of time. And that makes the lake shallow and it can't hold the water. Basically, the purpose of the lake is to hold water, right? Once it becomes shallow, it can't hold enough water, it starts drying up soon. So the only thing that I would suggest anybody to do insofar as lake rejuvenation is concerned, number one, desilt only as much as required in a very scientific way. That is, don't dig very deep. Just look at the originally how what was the depth of the lake. That is what you will have to look at. Number two, and where is the water flowing into the lake from? So the lake that we rejuvenated, it is basically, it is all, it harvests rainwater. The best way is to make sure that you clear all the paths that for the lake to get the rainwater from. In the sense, we have something called as the channels, the feeder channels. Every lake will have something called as feeder channel. Just ensure that you clear the feeder channels. Rest, please don't do any beautification. It will take, naturally, leave it as it is. You will get clean water. You will get drink worthy water, if you ask. Yeah. Hope I answered you.
Thank you. I'm going to get in touch with you later. I'm putting together a program with our zones, 2032 environmental projects. I'm going to give you a call.
Please. Sure. Thank you.
Wonderful. Great question. I was wondering that too. He made it sound so easy, didn't he? All right, go ahead, Lori.
Wow, Sanjay, just listening to all you said, you have totally inspired me. And I'm putting quotes in the chat from you. It was just stuff to take home and take to heart and live and breathe. Could you please, and you may have already put them in, could you please put a link to the Wildlifers and Conservation Fellowship in the chat? And we are going to want to share that. So all of you here, you in next week's invitation, that will be if you press on the link for this talk, we'll put that in and do share. And I'll be contacting you, Sanjay, because we want to share that on our Earth Network or Earth Talks Foundation site so that we can all belong to this group. This is fabulous. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. I will share it in the link. And the easiest way to get to to find our website is just Google for Rotary Wildlife. You will get it. Just say Rotary Wildlife. I think you should get it.
I did put it in the chat a while back, but I think before, Sebastian. But yes, it's not hard to find. It's great. Anybody else have any
I have also
questions?
added into the chat.
And yes, thank you, Najeri. And Anna Maria, I don't know on behalf of the network of eco clubs. I didn't know if you had any questions or if you want to have any comments. Or I always give Lucas some time.
That this time we had so many different arguments talking about from nature to the disaster in Colombia, so that I was really amazed that in 1 hour we could go from one side to another and so easily. And thank you for remembering that there will be a possibility to come to Sardinia in October. So let everything will.
That's gonna be
I had a
fantastic.
terrible when I was translating. I don't know if you could hear or well or not. I had the sound
Trouble
twice.
hearing? Oh, okay. My
But,
sound was
you-
okay. I don't know if anybody else. Did you have trouble with sound? No, Lori.
Great, Anna Maria. I did understand it. Thank you.
Oh, when you spoke.
But I sent to you, I sent in Italian. So you
Thanks a
can.
lot.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Go ahead, Lori.
I just wanted to say again, Sanjay, I can't thank you enough, and I can't wait to share your recording with my children who can't be
Yes.
here. I mean, because they work, and our board of directors are all young professionals, and they work. And to hear you speak is going to be the thing that inspires them, and they share with their friends. And they are in Japan and throughout Latin America. They're in Africa, our board, our family, they're everywhere. And they are just going to be so blown away by your talk. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Lori.
Yeah.
That's really encouraging. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Lori, too. This is the perfect one to bring to any Rotary club, because it's really not, a hard sell climate change, and it just says conservation is for everyone. Just, there's so many things you can do, like don't destroy native. So I feel like this is, and it was, in that 20 minutes, it was great. So for any Rotary club, if you guys want to share this with any Rotary club, it'll be up on our website. You're welcome to share it with your club. But it was a really, really powerful yet simple presentation, Sanjay. It was just wonderful. And I can't wait to see some more of your pictures. Do you have pictures on your do you have a LinkedIn page with pictures?
Well, I said I am not a wildlife photographer, but
They're
I am an accidental photographer. So I do have some
good.
decent pictures. I can say I am on Instagram.
Instagram, that's okay.
Yeah,
Good.
the handle is called the Wild State.
The Wild State.
Yeah, Wild 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 STAT State. So Wild State is actually natural state of living. That's what it
Perfect.
translates to.
I'm gonna look you up.
And I'm going to call out Todd Fisher. After Chris, let's add Todd
Oh, yeah,
Fisher,
Chris.
who's from our home district, District 5400. And I
Oh,
see he
nice.
has a beaver with a parachute, which
Oh, yeah.
has to do with one of our club mascots on beavers and why it's so important to why beavers are the workhorses of conservation. But Chris has his hand up first.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sanjay, that was outstanding. Thank you so much. And I want to encourage all of your members to sign up under the Earth Network Rotary Club's Project Skybridge, because it is so in line with what this project is. I put that link in the chat for you. And I would also appreciate you putting your email in the chat so I can contact you offline.
Thank you, Chris.
Sure. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much.
Tell us about the beaver.
Yeah, Todd.
Yeah, so in Idaho, I believe in the 50s, after they wiped out all the beavers to make those beautiful hats, because that's such a good use of beavers, they needed to get more beavers in the wild. And someone came up with the crazy idea of dropping crates that had beavers in them with parachutes into the wild. They didn't repeat it, so I don't think it was a success, but it is a huge part of Idaho lore. And I think it's a good reminder that maybe not everything works, but at least we try to improve conservation. And I'm really happy to report that when I'm out into the wild places I love, I know a lot more, I see a lot more beaver dams than I did 20 years ago. So I think they're very, very slowly recovering, but they're coming back.
Good. They're hardy.
Okay, good.
Anybody else have anything for any more questions? Thank you so much, Sanjay. Again, thank you so much. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if anyone likes Earth Talks,
Yes.
just for a second, and I'd really, oh, Joanna, I hope, is Joanna still here?
Was Joanna here, Judy?
Yeah, Joanna was
Oh.
here.
Oh, I didn't see her.
We have, it's called Earth Gives, a campaign coming up, gives us the opportunity to remind Rotarians and everyone everywhere about the importance of the earth and do a little fundraising too, which is actually kind of fun. So, is there something that you like about Earth Talks? Do you have a happy memory? Does it mean something to you in your week? Would you be willing to just quickly say, and Karen will highlight you, just raise your hand. Karen will highlight you and just tell us, what do you like about our group or any group like this? And Karen, highlight me and I'll talk and I'll give an example.
I was going to say, too, I'm happy to go. So I love the inspiration. I have always loved the inspiration that I get from other people during Earth Talks. I love it. I love all the ideas, and I love the inspiration it gives to me. It makes my week. It really does.
Personally, I discovered a word that I didn't know because
Hold
even
on,
if
Anna Maria. Wait a second. Let's get
Ah.
Karen to highlight you, and then let's say it so we get a good recording.
There you go.
But why in first? No, I say that what is very, very interesting in this case is that we discover, and we know that we live in the earth. But even traveling, we don't know enough about what can happen in another country. Living in a town, a big town like Milan, we can see. Even if I lived in Florida, I am living in California too. So different place. But in this way, we can share the experience we have, and it's so easy. And we discover a lot of things about India, about different countries that we study theoretically in geography when we study in school. But living and touching with some experience is totally different. This is very important. We discover the real world in this way, not the theoretical, the real world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely wonderful. All right, Roberto, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Regards from T. They say Rotary is a world service, and you get the chance to meet so many initiatives, so many actions, so many different ways of service that it's amazing. It's a great chance to be with you all and enjoy every meeting. So, congrats for that. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else, Lori, you want to go? Spotlight? There you go.
I love Earth Talks because this is my community. This is my group, my fellowship, my friends. And I just have to share a little story. One of our presenters back in February or May lives in Lebanon, and she gave a presentation about nature and biomimicry and how the laws of nature, we are humans, are part of nature. And so if we want to survive, we need to follow the laws of nature. And that changed my world. And she took those laws and she put them into a questionnaire to use for our Rotary clubs and any community that we have to use the laws of nature. Well, the story didn't end there. So she continues to come to these meetings, and a new person came about 3 weeks ago, and we called her out, our friend from Lebanon, and talked about how we were so worried because of the war that was happening there that started shortly after she presented. One of the people who was on the call said, I have a friend from Lebanon. So they talked after the meeting, and that friend happened to be a fellow environmentalist that knew the presenter. And so in the midst of the war and the heartache. They got together. They hadn't seen each other for years. And there was joy in reconnecting. And that's what it's like here at Earth Talks in these Rotary International, open to everyone organizations where we can connect across boundaries, across war zones for a common cause of saving our planet. And that's joy. That's joy.
Yeah, thank you, Lori. That is wonderful. I know, Lori, did you want to say anything? Far, how am I saying your name? Did you want to say anything? I don't know if.
Oh, please say something.
And
A joy to have you here.
I know, it's so nice
It's
to have
such a joy.
Yes, I am here. Yeah, I want to say something. Yeah, oh, to be a good and most important thing is that I feel that I have changed this from the people who thinks like me and connect. It is good change because of our being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Anybody
You're
else? with them?
welcome. I thank.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And for me, this day is very, very important, and I can't wait
Hold on,
to
Jody.
see
Let's
and
spotlight you.
Here.
Hold on just a second. We
Let's
wanna
spotlight you so you can say. Yeah, go ahead.
and for me, actually, I can't wait to meet, see, and hear you all once in a week. And this day is very important to me. All environmental meetings and sessions. And yes, whatever happening around the world that I don't know, but here we are actually communicating that one earth, one planet, one language, we all are united and we all are having, even though we are living in different countries, but everybody is having water, air, land, and everybody is concerned about it. And really, we are looking towards environment sustainability. And I think today's session really a eye opener also. Even though I'm an environmentalist, but I learned very new things today. And each speaker each week inspiring us, adding there is value addition. And personally, I mean to say that day to day, I'm changing myself, I'm changing my lifestyle. And yes, I'm saying no to plastic. And even I'm not even, whatever plastic coming from the food or places to my home, I'm not disposed of directly and giving to a proper recycler and taking care that at least myself let implement first and then suggest or do something. Thank you. Thank you for organizing this and having us.
Is Bertel still with us? I know it's midnight there.
I'm sorry.
Bertel, are you still with us?
It's probably late. It's very late where he.
William,
Philippines.
how about you? How are you?
Oh, yeah, William, how are you? You don't have to. We don't need to make people feel bad. So the other thing is, we're going to do this. We could do this next week too. So don't feel like you have to say something
Put
this
on the
week.
spot.
Yeah, we don't like making people uncomfortable. But it's good to see you, William. I know you came on a little bit early, so we were trying to say
Yeah.
hi then.
Yeah, hi everyone. And this is the first time I'm attending this meeting.
Nice.
So I want to thank Sanjay for just informing me to join this meeting. So I'm happy that he was my co-president during 1920.
Nice.
And nice to see you all in this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely won't put you on the spotlight on your first meeting.
But do come back.
Yeah, do come back. Well, thank you, everybody. Does anybody have anything else for the good of the order? Yeah, good to know. Let's see. Yeah, good. Did people try the translations? Did anybody else try the translations? Okay, Mark, you said yes. Monica, no.
Yes, I did.
Claudia tried. Good.
Nice.
And I know Eva had to leave earlier.
Mm.
Oh no, Eva's still there. Eva, you're still on, but I don't know if you're there. I know you're off screen, but that's all right. Thank you so much for helping us with that. Oh, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I use
Did I
the caption.
spotlight?
Sure. I use captions all the time.
Oh,
I
you
use them-
do?
I use it constantly because
Okay.
it do not misinterpret what I hear.
Oh, yes.
And this is the most diverse thing I do all week. And I do some pretty diverse things. One of the things I do is belong to the Fellowship of Leadership, Education, and Development. And believe it or not, in that fellowship, at one time we only had 13 people at a meeting. And every continent, including Antarctica, was represented. It's hard to
Wow,
believe.
that's
But
amazing.
this is the most diverse thing I do. And the thing I'm most impressed by in this group is the people that show up in multiple groups in places I go, because I go very many places. And I see many of you in all those places.
So true. So true. Yeah, so true. Yeah, that sounds like a neat ride. I had the list. I forget. I had written out how many we did that rag. You guys listed rags. Yeah, we have a lot of people in different rags. I saw, Mark, you were in the fellowship. Yeah. Leadership fellowship. Yeah, that's really cool. So we have a lot of people. We have for fellowships, we have people in vegans, art of AI. We have several people in the AI one. The Proposed Environment Rotary Foundation, bees, wildlifers, Elsa B. I saw Elsa B gave a talk for for your group.
Yes.
Ag and farming, leadership, quilters and fiber artists, tea lovers. Roberto, you're involved in so much. Tea lovers, ethics, German culture, tennis, Rota Latinos, Rotarians on internet, wine appreciation. Yeah, we have so many. Urban gardeners. And then for rags, we have endangered species, rag against slavery, peace and bell rag, basic education literacy, wash rag, water sanitation, hygiene, maternal and child health, CED, community economic development, and then environment, and then girls empowerment. So we have a lot of people in different rags and fellowships. It's really amazing, you guys.
And could I do a special shout out to Sebastian and Natalia? I know Natalia can't come back because this is during her workday.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Sebastian, it was just such a pleasure having you with us. And you are a Rotaractor, is that correct?
Oh, yes, he's still here.
I'm not a Rotaract actually, but my sister is a Rotaract, but I'm not. I'm just part indirectly for Rotary.
And your app, is it going to be used as well through Natalia's Rotary Club and other your sister's Rotaract Club? Are they going to be promoting it?
Yeah, that's the idea. We are working with another clubs here in Colombia, Rotary's club here in Colombia. But
We would
yeah,
love to have you join our club if you would be interested. I'll put out an invitation. Please consider joining us. Unabashed.
yeah.
No,
thank
you're
you.
good. We get all these young folks who are so talented. And yeah, our club, one of the good things it's online. Well, there's many good things, but yeah, it's online. It's not really expensive. So we'll see. That'd be great. All right. Anything else? Anybody else want to say hi, goodbye? Monica, it's good to see you. It's good to see you as always.
I like to be here. I like it so much. Thank you.
Yeah, we like to have you here. I met you so early on, and SRAG, it was you've been with me forever. So it's sweet.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, as I said, this is my first time here. Thank you very much and one of the wonderful things is that being with people from all over the world who have the same feeling about our place in the world as I do, or I try to. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for the work you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We always, SRAG have a weekly seminar series, and that's where we got to meet each other. A lot of us got to meet each other on that. I don't know if you knew about SRAG or not, Joe. If you're
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. Just so you know, you've given me contact with Steve Bender, and we are interviewing him
Oh.
for the show that we're doing.
Oh, that's right, Joe. Yeah, that's right. That's where I recognize you from. I am so sorry. Lori, I was thinking, oh my gosh,
Yes.
I know this. So sorry, Joe.
You gave me a number of amazing contacts that I
Good.
think we're going to be
And
used for that event.
Good.
Thank
And is what's her name? With the green
I've reached out to her a few times and she hadn't got back to me. If you have another way I can reach her,
I will
a
try
phone
to
number
jump
or
in
something.
there and I'll jump in. I'll try to jump in there and see if I can say anything.
Thank you, because we're really enthusiastic about
Yeah.
including her in our event.
Yep. It's so funny. I saw you and I'm like, I know him, but it was your first time here and I'm thinking, anyway, he's producer. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's Natalia. Hey, Natalia.
Hey, how are you?
We're doing well. How are you doing? Your son is wonderful.
Thank you.
Just wonderful. That was so great. Yeah.
Thanks. If anyone can join in and help, it would be very, very great. We are having a very hard situation. The earthquake didn't hit only one city. It hit a region in which there are many big cities, but also many, many small towns. We have more than 17 towns completely vanished. And this is the region, half of this region is very isolated because it's a rainforest that doesn't have highway connection. So most of the places only are accessed by plane or by boat. So bringing the support has been very difficult. People has been wonderful. We have reached like so many people and people is like donating a lot. But this is going to be a long-term thing, not just a local like aid part, because we need to rebuild like cities, complete towns. So if there is any way in which we can send the app and people can help throughout the world, and if anyone is interested, or if you anyone interested in helping my son scale the app, because we have already contacted the district, our district, and they could put another page in the app to start showing global grants projects to rebuild like certain things, schools and things, hospitals and things like that. But for that, he needs to scale the app, and he doesn't have the resources to scale it because he's doing it by his own and just like volunteering. But this takes like AI resources that he doesn't have and things like that. So if anyone is interested in helping, please reach him out or just reach me out.
What kind of resources does he need?
Right now, he needs like a small amount to be able to pay AI resources to scale the app. He also needs anyone like good in this area, like in building apps, to help him scale it into. For example, the district needs a payment button, but that needs some security stuff and things like that. That maybe if someone is expert in that and can work with him, it will be like really amazing because he's just creating the basic part just with information so people can reach the account by Swift code and pay. But then like scaling it to show more information and to show the global grants and to have a payment button that needs the scaling.
Yeah.
We'll connect you
Does
with
that?
Owen. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, does with the DNA with the RAG for the disaster preparedness? Has he? I know RAGs don't necessarily have access to money so much, but they are to help clubs. Have you contacted them at all? Is there any help there?
No, we didn't know about that. So I saw your chat and
Okay,
so
good. So, yeah, ask them because that would be phenomenal for them. I mean, that app would just boom, would really help them. So,
yeah, I presented to the district secretary and she was very amazed by the possibilities this app has because she was saying if we could center all the information about any possible global grant project, it will reach out the whole world. And any club interested in supporting could just like have immediate contact.
Well, that's
But
what I
yeah,
feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that RAG could really get the word out. I mean, because they could get it out to other clubs and stuff too. So
exactly.
worldwide, yeah.
But he needs either like people wanting to donate time to help him scale it or some resources for him to contract AI and be able to scale it through that.
Yeah. I know Anna Maria had her hand up. Hold on.
No, just one thing. You said, if I'm not wrong, Karin, an address about Rotary, about emergency. I have a note in my memory, but if you go to Rotary, you find exactly the procedure to follow because with the Rotary Foundation and all the money we are collected, there is a special program about a disaster, and this one is for sure. So this is the point.
You're right.
And I am not there at a high level to indicate it. But if you can look, I think is the most important thing to go where the problem is. And there is a special, and you need also in district in Colombia who takes care of this. It's not enough a club. It's necessary that there is a district to take care of the point and goes on. Then I don't know exactly the procedure, because I apply for global grant, but not in this situation. But I am sure there is a fund for disaster, and this is a case for sure. So Natalia, try to contact and to see. Then the moment I have no address, but if not, I will look and I will send to Karin, for instance. But we can look for this. I will verify. Thank you.
I was wondering whether they did a campaign in the Service Project Center. Sometimes they'll do campaigns that get, they get more higher a priority. So yeah, but I didn't see one. I still see one in there for Ukraine, but I didn't see one for Colombia yet. Najodi, go ahead.
Karin, our guest speaker, Sanjay Krishna, want to leave with our, this thing because he's having
Oh, yeah,
another meeting.
yeah.
I would like to leave because I'm still in office. I need
Oh,
to.
yes. Oh, yes,
Thank you.
Sanjay.
Thank you. I would
Thank
have
you so
loved to
much.
stay back, but I need to come back tomorrow.
No worries. I totally forgot to ask you if you could
No,
stay
that's fine.
too. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It was a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you. Thank
It
you.
was
Thanks.
such a joy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so
I
much
try
for
to send to the address to or to Lori. I have to leave.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week. Be sure to come next week.
Okay. Bye.
Then wait, Karin, I want to save the chat.
Okay. Oh, you want to save the chat? Okay.
And do
Yeah.
please help us promote that is going to be here. Please share that
Yeah.
with your friends.
Yes. Yeah. You tell me when you're ready, Najodi.
Yeah, I think, yes.
Thank
I'm
you.
done. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Be well, everyone.
Bye-bye.